Ooh, look, look. Oh, don't seem to be many people here either. Maybe it's me. Oh great, got the whole crocodile farm to myself. There's the seahorses again. A couple of elephant tusks perhaps. And here's a crocodile saying welcome to Miri Crocodile Farm.
Have some drink. Thank you, and let's go to the farm together, say these crocodiles. It's a bit tacky here. I think I'm the only person here again. The girl looked really surprised a customer had turned up. She almost had to wake. And there are all these various exhibits and signs that I'm showing you now. In the entranceway, you can hear our radio blaring in the background. I've seen a lot of crocodiles in Australia, enough to respect them, and let's not forget those ones we saw at Uncle Tan's that weren't freshwater crocodiles, were they? No, they were the same as these ones. Here's a list of some of the most popular rivers where crocodile attacks have occurred. And of course, to go with that, we have a map showing where the attacks occurred and a list of who got attacked and when they got attacked. And there's one here, it's very poignant because it just says Iban woman from Sungay to Wang. They didn't even know who she was. This, I presume, is for the children. It's a very odd, there we are, it's a crocodile coming out of its egg, putting its top hat on and doing a Fred Astaire. Here we have the kind of crocodile equivalent of a tiger skin rug. You lay on it in front of the fire, it's to help your back. And here we have a very large crocodile skull. An old croc, a big old croc. Look at those teeth. Oh. There's my armband. That's to prove I've paid. And I can go into the mini zoo as well. Yippee! Of course, there's a lot more than just crocodiles here. Look, you've got Gotita fruit bats, for example. All kinds. So I thought I'd go and look at all the other creatures first, so that the crocodiles were the climax or the pudding to my treat. Oh, and the bird. I was rather taken with this chap, an iguana. I like lizards. Look at his body architecture. Look at these scales and little, well, not spines are they, whatever they are. But it's fantastic, isn't it? All the shapes and the patterns that nature makes. Oh, he's got a fine beard as well. Look at that. Oh, it's not an iguana. It's a bearded lizard. I am a twit.
Hello.
And this chap looked really fed up in his little cage. Really looked desperate for company. I don't think they're very up on their animal care here. Poor chap, look. I mean, have you ever seen such a fed up otter in your life? Fruit bats. Bizarre creatures when you see them up close, aren't they? Rats with wings. Well, perhaps one got married, I don't know. Marvellous eyes. Now these are interesting creatures. I've never seen anything like this before. They're called bear cats. They're called bear cats because they're not bears, and guess what? No, they're not cats either. These creatures are nocturnal, which is why they're also sort of out of it, I suppose. Strange looking little fellas, aren't they? They eat eggs and shoots and leaves. Occasionally they have a small animal, apparently. And if you corner one, it can get vicious. Oh, look at those vicious claws. They make funny noises. When they're happy, they make a chuckling noise. When they're a bit fed up, they make a sort of strange wail. So if you annoy one and it starts going, well, you know you've got in its bad books. They normally live in the trees in the forest canopy, so I expect they're wondering what the heck they're doing here. They've been known to live over 20 years in captivity. Apparently one lived to the age of 28. They almost look like the sort of creature you could have as a pet, don't they? Fine whiskers. Fine whiskers. Big one. Yep, you're nocturnal, mate. Should be asleep. And some more caged monkeys. Okay, here's my dilemma. I'm sure you share it. I like to see these creatures. I find it really interesting to see them close up. But I don't like the fact they seem to be in small enclosures. But it's this double-edged sword, isn't it? You don't see them when they're out in the wild, or you see them up close and they're caged up like this. It's a tough one. And a final word from the minor bird.
Hello.
Oh, here's one of those sad things I have at the seaside where idiots put their head there and get their... Hello, what's that? Could it be an idiot? Is it an idiot? Yes! It's the idiot called me. Actually, that body, that's what I used to look like. The crocodile one, not the Tarzan. Ooh. Crocodiles have been around for over 200 million years and they're almost unchanged. And here they are wiping out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Nice picture. I'll tell you a few things about crocodiles as we wander around. Although crocodiles are reptiles, they're actually much more closely related to birds and dinosaurs than the usual reptiles. That's not a crocodile, that's a really silly bird playing tease with them. You often see them with their mouth open like that one was. Sometimes they'll be asleep when they have their mouth open, and that's how they lose the heat from their body, because they don't have sweat pores. Look at this one. And this one. Remember, they are still crocodiles, but they're blind crocodiles. They can hear really well though, so I still wouldn't get over and try and stroke them. Whoa. Let's have a look on the viewing tower. Live dinosaurs, it's very good, very reassuring. God, I hope this thing's built properly. Oh, here's something odd about crocodiles. The embryos don't have sex chromosomes, so the sex of the crocodile is actually determined at the temperature at which it's incubated. So up to about 31, 32 degrees centigrade, you're going to be a male. Over around 31, 32 degrees centigrade, if you're a crocodile being incubated, you're going to be a girl. And you know how when you see them like this, they're just all sitting around? Well, that's because their metabolism is incredibly slow, and they can survive for very long periods without any food at all. And although they look slow, they've been known to run as fast as 17 kilometers per hour on land, which means they could catch you or me. When you just forget all the scary stuff, they are wonderful creatures though. Look at this. Perfect architecture.
I tell you what, even though they're in their enclosures made of brick and wire, I still feel a bit kind of nervous wandering around. I had this experience in Australia, I saw some crocodile farms there, and a thing called the Jumping Crocs Tour, which I advise you to go and try and see. I'll say no more about it, do some research on the net, but walking around with just dozens and dozens and dozens of these carnivorous beasts, just on the other side of a little wall. The fact I'm here on my own, you see, if I was here with a load of children, if the crocodiles got out, I'd outrun the children, that'd be fine, wouldn't it? But as it is, it's just me, so if one got out, it's me, or the groundsman, the man with his, and he's got his lawn cutter thing, which probably cuts crocodiles up as well. They do puree in the restaurant there. But I think these creatures are to be treated with respect. It's all very well seeing them in the wild, kind of 40 foot away, knowing they're not going to really be too bothered about you. Maybe not that far, but you know, in the distance, and they go into the water when you get close with your boat. But being this close to them, even though there's a wall there, I don't feel terribly safe. But I did want to see them. Hope you enjoyed the crocodile farm. Do something else now, I think. I'm even talking quiet in case they hear me. Bye crocodiles, thanks for not eating me. So there we are, Miri Crocodile Farm. I must say I quite enjoyed that. Bit odd though, I said, "Can I have an ice cream please?" No, I said, "How much are the ice creams?" And the lady said, "Locked." I said, "How much?" She said, "Locked." And she meant that the ice creams are locked up. I said, "Do you have a key?" "No." Curious place this, isn't it, really? Curious place. Miri Crocodile Farm, I recommend it. Interesting little day out. Half day out maybe. And now, back to the road. Back to the road of traffic I go to. I'm waiting for a bus. A special bus. A bus that goes to Miri. What a lovely sky today. It's very rainy this morning, wasn't it? Yes, John, we noticed. We were saying, "God, look how rainy it is where you are." But now it's lovely. And it's funny, it's not so sort of sticky out here, out of the city, I suppose. Anyway, shut up, John. Hello, here comes a tractor.